family, to all the gods and goddesses out there who is currently watching this video at this time, to all the new viewers, newcomers, and new subscribers to the community, I would like to welcome each and every one of y'all with healing frequency energies of love, of abundance, of prosperity and stability, as those are some of the traits that will get you closer and closer to reaching your full potential and into stepping into that God and goddess-like power from within. As y'all know, I am Jalil, JMO, your motivational speaker, healer, and educator, here to help us all ascend. Here to play a big role, a part of your healing and growth journey. Here to spread insight, inspiration, wisdom, and clarity to those who are willing to listen and intake. Now, before we get started with this message, I would like to do a breath work, something that get us all on the same mind frequency and have us all connect as one collective. So, enough with the talking, let's get straight into it. Breathe in. Breathed out. Breathed in. Breathed out. Breathed in. Breathed out. One more time, family. Breathe in. And breathed out. On to today's topic, family. Today's topic, we will be speaking upon how environmental energies throughout the universe affects the collective by unlocking spiritual upgrades. I'm going to repeat that again. How environmental energies throughout the universe affects the collective by unlocking spiritual upgrades. And now, I'm going to explain what a retrograde is, because I know some of y'all, if y'all have watched my Instagram, if y'all have me on social media, y'all know that this video is expected to come out. So y'all probably read the description. I'm going to just further explain on what a retrograde is. And a retrograde is a period of time when a planet or planets appears to move backwards in its orbit from our point of view here on this realm. I'm going to say that again. A retrograde is a period of time when a planet appears to move backwards in its orbit from our point of view on this realm. Now, retrograde seasons happen very often. I believe right now, I think we are in retrograde within Mercury or Jupiter. I believe we are in retrograde right now. So that's another reason why I wanted to make this video, because to further explain on this, on why you may be feeling an energetic shift around you, why you may feel things is not as high the way they used to be. Things is operating in a different type of frequency, and I'm going to explain to you why and how. Now, first thing is, what happens during retrogrades? Now, what happens during retrogrades is, as the planet orbits in a backwards motion, that can have a minimal effect on the frequency in which we can feel or reminisce connected in the energy. Meaning that there's times within retrogrades where we feel like a energy or a reminisce, where we feel the urge to either go back to our childhood places, do childhood things that we used to do when we was younger. Let me see. We can feel or reminisce connected in the energy. For a short example, you will have a sudden feeling or thought to do activities from your childhood that brings back memories, and in this particular circumstance heals the inner child in different aspects. So when you do this, you're healing your inner child, because you're giving that energy, that attention to whatever problem, trauma, or whatever event that caused their inner child to be wounded or to be hurt. You are now going back within this retrograde and you're now healing that. You're now doing the inner work, the shadow work to heal it. And I'm not saying that that is something easy to do, because we all have our own paths, our own stories. Some people's childhoods may have been more difficult, may have been more very struggling for them. So I'm not saying that this is something easy to just do, but once you start developing and doing the work at this current moment, then you will see changes. You will see changes and you will feel better in terms of self, in terms of soul, in terms of spirit and physically. Because when you do that inner child work, right, you are healing everything that happened when you was a little kid. You are healing that. So now as you're an adult, as you're a teen, you can forgive the situation, you can forgive that event and move on from that timeline and disconnect yourself from that past pain and from that past trauma. The time of retrogrades is when we need to give our bodies, souls, and spirits cleansing, rest and space to connect on a higher level within ourselves. Yes, when retrogrades happen, we may feel drained, we can feel fatigued at times, or we can feel restlessness. This is not because we are overworking ourselves. This is not because we are overly productive, or this is not because we are overly proactive. This is the universe giving us the green light to let us heal our bodies, cleanse our bodies, detox our bodies from any toxins that may be in there, from anything that may be causing things in your arteries, things in your organs, things that's not making you feel good. This is the time to cleanse yourself. When we're going through retrograde, since the planets is orbiting backwards now, it's like you have not a second chance, but you have more chances to correct any mistake, to correct anything that you felt you could have did differently in the past timelines when it comes to retrogrades. And at this time, yes, we can still, be focused on our goals, our objectives, and the passions, our purpose, etc. But we have to heal and recharge our bodies, because if we don't have that energy, even within ourselves, how do you expect to put that energy towards your purpose? You have to take care of yourself, take care of your body. This, like I said, this is a physical vessel. So take care of the inner soul, just like how you take care of this vessel. Because once you balance both 50-50, okay, you will now unlock spiritual gifts, spiritual abilities, and the unique ways about yourself that you probably didn't even know you have. Because when you recharge, not only you're recharging your body, but you're recharging your mind, your spirit, and your soul. You're doing all that in one big package. So change your mindset and perspective on, space and just being alone at times, because this is the time where we need to refocus. We need to align ourselves back with the universe, back with our ancestors, and back with our higher self. So take advantage of that time and use it to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. Use it to where it will benefit you. It will, help whatever foundation that you're trying to build. It will help you think clearer, working on towards it, executing it, and things of that nature, and things around that element. A few common things will happen when a planet goes within retrograde. The first one is deja vu moments will occur often than not, experiencing events that you may have dealt with in a timeline before. Yes, this has happened to me plenty of times, so I'm not only saying this because I've did the information and the research, but I'm saying this from self-experience. When we are retrograde, when the planets are going retrograde, you will have lots of deja vu moments, as if you will be talking to let's say one of your peers, you be talking to your parents or your siblings, and you realize you're having a similar conversation that you had 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. And we know, time is an illusion. Isn't a real thing. It's a man-made concept. But I'm gonna just break it down to y'all in a simpler way. So 4 to 5 weeks, right? That's like energy cycles. So say y'all spoke about a situation 4 to 5 weeks ago, and now the similar scenario is playing out as saying the same words in the same exact setting, in the same exact place where it happened. So you will experience a lot of deja vu moments. Don't get freaked out by it. Observe them. See what you can intake. See what you can learn from them. Do not look at these deja vu moments as, weird or anything. Don't try to push them away when you can obviously see them. Like I said, intake, learn from them, and absorb any energies that you need to in terms of positive energies that's going to uplift you, energies that's going to higher your vibration from it, okay? The second thing is people, places, and scenarios from past timelines will either reappear or manifest its way in, meaning that there will be times, people, places, and things from your past will come back towards you in unexpected ways, meaning that could have been someone that you've seen in a store, or someone that you've seen in a supermarket, or whatever the case may be, and like a month or 2 or 3 months later, you wind up seeing them in that same exact place, or they wind up bumping into you, or you wind up bumping into them while you're just out and about living your life. When things like that happen, that's because retrograde. So we have to understand we are connected to the planets, which I'm going to get on that in the next step and the next information. We are all connected to the planet. So when the planet is orbiting, when it's going backwards, that means our timelines, is not saying it's going backwards, but certain things from the timelines from before will start to manifest itself in the present because we are connected to the planets. So things of that type of nature will happen. That will happen, so do not get freaked out about it. Like I said, when these scenarios occur, just make sure you have your guards up. When I mean guards up, I'm not saying be defensive, but make sure you're aware, you're tapped in, and you know the situations that's happening. You see, when things like this pop up, we don't catch the signs. We catch them after the fact. We don't catch them before or during when we are in that current event right then and there. So be in tune with that energy. When you see people, places, and things and events coming back from the past and the present, don't make the same mistake. Don't do the same things you did last go around, because you have now grown since then. You have now matured. You have now learned. You have now dig deep within yourself. So if you see something coming back from your past and you know back then it wasn't good for you, don't just let it in fast and easy. No, keep your guard up. Keep your guard up. Observe. Be very quiet. Observe the energies around you. Observe the environment around you before you act upon the situation, family. I want everyone to remember that. This can go either way. There's no negative or positive title to it. When you notice this is happening, be aware of the environment around you. Be observant at this time. If you have an inner knowing, that there's a lot more going on behind the surface. When I mean behind the surface, I mean in the astral realm, AP, astral projection. That's basically in the spiritual realm, in the 5D realm. Go within through meditation to bring the answers to light. Meditation is very beneficial for more ways than one. It's, it helps you connect with source, helps you connect with self, helps you connect with nature, helps you align your thoughts back together, and gives you peace. It gives you inner peace. When you meditate, it's not just about closing your eyes and just sitting still. It opens you up to answers. It opens you up to spiritual downloads, things that you probably couldn't get while you was consciously aware. See, when you tap in that subconscious now, replaces the conscious mind, you start having answers to things that you probably was trying to figure out months ago, that you was probably trying to figure out last energy cycles ago. So meditation is important, and if you are not already doing it, I want to say just do it little by little each day. You don't have to do it all the time, but it's always good to connect back to self. It is always good to connect back to source when we meditate and when we are able to be in that inner peace, heal ourselves, heal our bodies, make our minds in the present. Keep our minds in the present moment and not get sidetracked about this 3D, this matrix of life of distractions that surround us. The third experience that is possible to happen during retrogrades is upgraded DNA, RNA, and spiritual ascension. We are connected to all planets through our chakra systems, nervous systems, and body functions, family. This is why it is important to study your astrology sign, to know your sun, moon, and Venus rising, Mercury rising, etc. Even once you get to that spectrum, you have to understand how this creates the characteristics, inner talents, and traits within self. This also exposes spiritual upgrades to happen, such as being more intuitive, being more connected with nature, being more connected with the universe, advancing your psychic abilities, knowing things before it already happens, already foreshadowing an event or a specific thing that's going to happen. You already know what it is in the present moment. You already know what it is. So now when it actually do manifest itself and happens, you wouldn't be surprised or you wouldn't be shocked in any way, because your psychic abilities helped you. These psychic abilities can help you overhear conversations that you may not even know is going on within the physical, but your intuitiveness, your intuition is letting you know, like, tap into that. It's something that you may need to hear right now that you probably can't hear physically, but yeah, your ancestors, your spirit guides is going to make sure you get whatever information, that you need in order for you to either learn a lesson, in order for you to either be clear about something, be upfront about something, and see things for what it is, and in order for you to move on within your life and to detach yourself. Because you know things before it already happens. Let me see, I'm sorry, I got papers for us, some of my research, and can even activate awakenings, such as a spiritual awakening, a Kundalini awakening, which is a feminine energy. See, we both, and I said this in plenty of videos, I said this in some of my speeches, and I'm going to say it again. We have both masculine and feminine energies within us, yin and yang. You ever seen the picture, family, where it has the black fish and the white fish and it's going around in a circle? That's yin and yang. That is feminine and masculine energies. We both have that within inside us. So the Kundalini energy is a feminine energy, and once we unlock that, this is what happens. Which starts from the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra, it's going near your spine. It's going near the spine part of your body, aligning up with your spine, then reaching the crown chakra, which lies in the crown of your head. Your crown chakra is right here, lies in the crown of your head, family. There's even a soul awakening, which a soul awakening is you having an ego death. You realizing that the ego is not you, but the soul is the real you. See, the ego is the defense mechanism that we have from the brains, but the soul, that's heart. That's from our heart. And when we follow our heart, when we lead with our heart, that right there is us leading within soul. See, the ego will tell us to not do certain things because of the fear that it has, of the frequency that it brings. But nah, our heart, our soul is going to tell us, you should take that risk. You should make that change. You should do this. You should do that, because it's going to encourage you. It's going to uplift you. See, the ego is meant for us. And the ego, both of it is good in both ways, the ego and the soul. But when the ego overshadows the soul, then that means you cannot connect with yourself, because you are too connected with your ego. You are too connected with the material realm and not the realm of self, not the realm of self-love, not the realm of the spiritual realm. There's even a soul awakening, which is you becoming one with your spiritual self, knowing there's no separation but only connection. There's no separation but only connection. Get that, family? To simplify everything, retrogrades are important to the frequency in which we feel from it. The benefits is deep, rooted, and can be used for ascension, transition, and cleansing from old patterns, habits, and traits. Tuning in with nature is tuning in within self. Don't let that go over your heads, collective. Tuning in with nature is tuning in within yourself. To sum it up, anytime we going through a retrograde period and you feel these type of effects, go back to this video. Make sure you take notes. Make sure you understand the message that is being presented towards you. Make sure you understand it, because it will all make sense now on why certain things is happening like this, on why you may be feeling like, wow, I'm seeing people back from my past I ain't see within 5 to 6 years. How is this happening? We are connected to the planets. So that means the planets orbiting backwards. We're going to start seeing things, past life things, past timeline things in our present. But it's up to us to be aware of it. It's up to us to take those signs, up to us to observe the environment around us. So I can tell you this, but if you don't take the information and use it for your current situations, then this is here to help the whole collective, the whole community who wants to grow, who is having spiritual awakening, who is having a kundalini awakening, who is having a soul awakening. This is here to help you if you need the information, if you need the source, if you need the clarity, the uplifting words, the encouraging, inspirational words. Be sure, family, to give this video a like. Share the message, share the energy with others. Subscribe to the community. Let's all grow. Let's all heal. Let's all elevate and prosper to our full potentials, as each day gives us a new chance, a new chance, a new chance to correct our mistakes, to keep going forward, to keep being our best selves, to keep seeking truth, keep seeking light, because we are what we seek, and what we seek is also seeking us, family. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart to the deep ends within my soul. I am so appreciative of the support from day one to now, as we are all growing, we are all maturing, we are all not the same individuals, beings, souls, and spirits we was 2 energy cycles ago, 4 energy cycles ago, and I mean energy cycles, I mean years. We are not that same person. So I want you to give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself kudos, be proud of how far you've came, and keep striving for greatness. Peace, love, and light.